And all you millennials think all Planters makes is nuts, right? Well, you're nuts, because ladies and gentlemen, it is me, the VRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the SAS, the Snack and Appreciation Society, here with SnackBrief. And this is like, when's the last time you had a dish of SnackBrief, along with you, Will Mahoney?
Snack Tom Pally, and I am so excited about these because they may be in a smaller form, but they are still in the throwback tin that brings back the memories, baby.
That is right. I remember about a year back or so, I heard some rumblings on all the food blogs, all the chew booms and the brand eating and the grub grades and all those, and they were saying the Planters cheese balls are coming back, man, and they're a Walmart exclusive or something like that. I've been to Walmarts from Altoona to Antarctica, and I'll tell you what, I ain't never seen none of these things in the store, I tell you. But I was just sitting there looking at the Facebooks one day, and when I was looking at the Facebooks, I saw an ad. You know, because they got ads for everything. They hear you talk, and they say, "Oh, you're a TV technician? Well, come take a look at these parts from MCM, right?" Well, they heard me talking about some cheese balls, right? And all of a sudden, this ad comes up on here for Planters cheese balls. Buy them at Walmart, $1.77.
Ooh, not even $2.
$1.77. I didn't know how big the thing was. I had to have a few drinks. And sure enough, a couple days later, this shows up at the door.
Nice.
Planters cheese balls. It's back.
It's back in a slightly smaller form. I remember it being a bigger tin, but otherwise, that is the same damn package.
It is. It's so nostalgic. And, you know, the thing is, they stopped making their products like this and a couple other things. I think they had like chocolate covered nuts and something like that, and a couple other products that came in this particular can.
That's the one I remember
that,
the most.
That were salty
Easily.
and sweet, and they weren't quite the healthier products. Corn chips, there you go. And they got rid of all that stuff. Pretzels, yes, the rods, as a matter of fact, I think they had. And they got rid of all that junk a few years ago in favor of all just nuts.
Nuts.
Because those are supposed to be healthy. And Mr. Peanut, I guess, with his bulbous ass, is supposed to be healthy. But they brought these back because people were nostalgic, as they often are, just like us. Now, Will Mahoney, as I open these up, I'm going to ask you, when's the last time you had Planters cheese balls?
Oh my god, I can't think of anything absolutely specific. But I am absolutely sure I enjoyed some Planters cheese balls straight out of the tin. Because you have to eat these out of the packet. There's no putting these in a bowl.
No.
There is no putting these like on a plate.
No.
You have to be grubbing on these right out of the container.
And the good thing about that is they're not quite as like powdery as the other ones usually.
Yeah. This was a snack. You'd be sitting in front of the TV after school, watching some He-Man, watching some Transformers, watching some G.I. Joe, maybe a little later in the day after the cartoons go off, watching some Chips, watching some Too Close for Comfort and Syndication. This is the kind of snacks you'd be eating during that. Some Dance Party USA.
Rock it all the way up to a current affair, baby.
There you go. Oh yeah, this is after school snacking at its finest. Getting one of these cans and just digging in during all your favorite shows. That's what I would think of when I think of these.
Circa what?
Circa like mid-80s, like 84, 85, 86.
Anywhere up to about 88, 89.
Yeah, all those years. All those years. These were a staple. These were a staple.
I recall, as I cracked the seal,
cheese dust.
Well, they look a little dustier than they used to. I recall, just like chili cheese Fritos and cherry 7-Up, these were a favorite around Christmas time in the Edwards household.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go, the little planet, the little asteroid there. And
a lot of dust on there.
Yeah, it's really cheesy smelling. And my family, my dad's side of the family, his sister married into a family called the Chamberlains, and the Chamberlains were all hillbillies. They all had gigantic bellies, whether they were like 100 pounds or 300 pounds. They had a big, gigantic belly. They all had mullets. They were all very strange, and they had 1,800 animals, man. They had cats that were like 40 years old, one called Granny, and they had another one called Rigo, and they had one called Oscar that had one eye. But they always had these around the house, and then as soon as that tub was empty, all kind of stuff would go in here, like
storing stuff in them.
Everything from screws to nuts to bolts to other food items. action figures, because they had the bigger tubs back then.
Oh, yeah.
So Brian, my cousin, would keep his like G.I. Joes and Star Wars in there.
Okay.
So,
Probably keeping all the accessories in there, all the guns and backpacks and all that crap.
Exactly, and they all ended up kind of orange looking, but you know that's just because they're hillbillies, like I said. But with that being said, let's see if these are anywhere near where we remember them.
I want to go back to 1986, and I hope this taste is going to do it, along with Crockett Cup dropping on the WWE Network this
4
week.
hours of awesomeness.
There you go. My initial react. Oh wait, I had to swallow. I had to get that. That's the key. It's not that initial taste. It's the second part. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That was a flashback. They might be more cheese on them than I remember. I'm not getting that kind of corn flavor to it. For the puffed, ball.
It's a more down to earth kind of like nuts and bolts kind of flavor, so to speak. I think it seems like it's got a little corn, which I know it's plenty of corn in there. A little bit of something else, and it's a more solid thing than like a regular Cheetos or a Utz or something like that cheese ball.
Yeah, I mean it's puffed up with that air on it, so it definitely kind of implodes. I remember being a little more crunchier. The texture I remember being a more solid.
Exactly.
Not so puffed.
They were not as puffed. They were more of just a round ball that was made from the extruded cornmeal or whatever, and not so much air on the inside.
Yeah.
Flavor wise, yeah.
The cheese is on point. It's just kind of the texture I think that's different. But oh my god, they are banging, and these are licking your fingers, making a mess. I mean, this is a messy snack. This is the kind of snack you get down with while you're watching the darn, like I said, Too Close for Comfort, some Monroe action or whatever. These planners, oh my god, killing it.
Like the time those two girls took advantage of Monroe in the van.
Oh yes,
that was controversial.
I couldn't do that today.
You got something to say over there, hon?
No, I'm just looking at them.
Okay.
They look too cheesy.
They are too cheesy. There's too much powder on them. The old ones did not have powder on them like this.
I could see them from across the room. That's why I came up.
They were just orange. They weren't artificially orange.
It's that and the texture that's different about them. They're good. They're just not a perfect replication. And being this is supposed to be a throwback, it needs to be replicating. So
There's
with that said,
too much cheese on that lid right there.
Yeah. With that said, I like them. They're not bad, but they're not the same. So I will go 3/4. They're good.
Yeah.
But they're not taking me to 1986.
Yeah, provided you're giving a full thumbs up to the original.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Then I would say 100% also that this is a 3/4 thumbs up.
Yeah. It slightly misses the mark.
Yeah, it's not quite there. It's cool to eat out of this can again, and it's cool that you're eating balls out of this can again.
Balls.
But you're not. That's a snack phrase for you right there. And but still, it's a little bit of a letdown. So I'm a little bit let down. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know when's the last time you had Planters cheese balls or any of the other snack items that Planters took away from us many years ago. Down in the comments down below. While you're down there, spend some time in the social media realm of the Snack Society, including the Facebook group where you can check us out by joining and clicking on the link down below. Also, make sure you hit us up on Patreon, or rather, we'll hit you up when you get there. You know what I'm saying? Also, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you check us out on Twitter and Instagram. I'm at Brandon Reich SAS. He's at Hugh Will Mahoney. And we had a cameraman. He's at Brick in the SAS. When you do,
you know what you need to do. Whether it's 1986 or it's 2019, it's hashtag Snack Society all day, every day for all your snacking needs. Planters cheese balls are back, and they want to get in your mouth. When you do that, you join that 4 horsemen of YouTube, baby.
Please stay on your chin, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring that bell to be notified. In the meantime, in between time, we shall see you next time. Goodbye.
Cheesy nuts.